Hello everybody, this is Duncan White bringing you another video from the TheSlamDuncan YouTube channel. And in this video, uh, it's obviously going to be a different type of video. This is like not going to be on my podcast or anything. It's just me just kind of talking about, obviously, if you saw in the title, Ryan Hollins. But before we get into that, though, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel for more NBA content, and also follow me on Twitter at Duncan_White14. And let's get into this. So if you look in the title of this video, obviously this video is about Ryan Hollins. And you're probably wondering, why are you talking about Ryan Hollins? Like, there's no reason to talk about him. For those of you that do know who Ryan Hollins is, you're probably like, why are you talking about him? For those of you who don't know who Ryan Hollins is, you're like, who is this person? And I don't blame you for if you're either people. But basically, I'll give you a little bit of a rundown here. So, Ryan Hollins was center or big man that played in the NBA. If you haven't heard of his name, I don't blame you because he was nothing special. Ryan Hollins, I don't know how many seasons he played, but he was basically just a bench warmer. I mean, well, granted, he played some seasons like a decent amount of games. Like there's one he played like 73 games, but he was nothing special at all. He went to UCLA for college. I think he went there for 4 years. Was drafted like 50th overall. I don't remember what team drafted him though. But he played for the Clippers. He played for the Cavs. And his best years were like really when the Cavs lost LeBron for the first time, and just they were playing nobody at that time. So, but Ryan Hollins was nothing special in the NBA. Just a bench warmer really, and his career is over. So you're probably like, why are you even talking about this man? Like this man was, you just said that he's nothing special in the NBA and everything like that. And you're right, he was nothing special in the NBA. What has happened though is that he is now an NBA, or I shouldn't say just an NBA analyst, but he's now an analyst. And he is now working for ESPN. And let me tell you, ESPN made a humongous mistake. And I'll get into that. But let me just tell you, ESPN has hired this man to be an analyst, and it's so bad. I can't believe the amount of stuff he gets away with saying on national television. I'm shocked right now that no one really ever calls him out on national television. I tweeted a lot before about how Ryan Hollins is so stupid, doesn't know what he's talking about. And a lot of people agree with me on that. There was this one person that was doing a bunch of retweets of just people tweeting out why Ryan Hollins is bad and like he's so dumb and everything. And he even responded to that person that this person even like sent me a tweet like saying like, hey, Ryan Hollins like sent me a direct message via Twitter saying all this and that. I was just like, oh my goodness, this man is just insane. But basically though, I just want to talk about in this video, about why this man needs to get off national television. And it's hard for me to watch television with him on. It's so hard for me to watch. And I'm not trying to make this like my opinion matters for everybody, but more like a lot of people have agreed, and this is not just coming like I've seen it everywhere. A lot of people have agreed with the fact that Ryan Hollins should not be on national television and needs to get off immediately. ESPN made a humongous mistake, and I want people to be brought to the attention of this because, man, there are some bad analysts out there that don't deserve to be analysts, and I think it's worth people knowing who this person is. So let me just kind of like talk about me personally for just a little bit. So like, as a person that watches sports, like I watch sports all the time. Basketball is like my main. I've watched baseball like since I was little, and I still do. And I just got into football this year. Like this is my first year. Like I'm actually like paying close attention to football. So I'm always watching ESPN. So I always watch shows like Get Up. I love Get Up. I love First Take. High Noon's a good good show. Around the Horn, I love Around the Horn. Pardon the Interruption, that's a great show also. So I watch like all the ESPN shows, and for me personally, it's just to watch other analysts talk about things, and maybe I just want to know if I agree or I disagree, or it's like if they're just not seeing things the way I see it, and I like hearing other opinions on certain topics. That's just how I am, and NBA The Jump, I always watch, like I'm always watching. So me personally though, I'm a humongous fan of First Take. I love watching First Take. I love Stephen A. Smith. I used to not like him at first, actually. I used to always disagree with him because I think he said some bad stuff about the Bulls, but he was right about that. And as I've gotten older, I've agreed with him more, and like I love Stephen A. Smith now. I think he's hilarious. And then obviously the other two people on First Take, Max Kellerman and Malik Huram, they're also great. So the last 2 days though, the main people for First Take, they've been gone. I think it's obviously for the holidays. They get to go see their family and all that stuff. So like they're kind of like on vacation. So Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, and Malik Huram, they're not there. And while I might disagree with Stephen A. Smith or Max Kellerman on something, it's not like I have a humongous like issue with their opinions, and because it's an opinion show, and like they debate, and that's the whole point of the show. First Take is to debate, and there have been times I disagree with Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, or Molly. It's like, I'm okay though if I disagree with them, because I have my own opinion also. However, there always comes a certain point where it's not really debating anymore. It's more just, it's not even debating. It's just basically, and this just goes for anybody. Like, you're not debating anymore. You're not trying to give it your opinion. You're just putting words in other people's mouths, and you're stating wrong facts, and it drives me insane. So basically what I'm trying to say is that Ryan Hollins has been on First Take for the past 2 days or 3 days or whatever it is, and I have not been able to watch First Take because of him. But there have been times I don't even usually just watch First Take, but I cannot watch First Take with this man on set. He drives me insane. I'll give you just an example of what this man says to just show you how bad of a analyst he is, and he needs to get off the show immediately. So today I woke up. I have a notification on my phone, and it was ESPN basically just it was just an ESPN like little notification saying like, who's the biggest threat to the Golden State Warriors. And so I clicked on it, and it brought me to First Take, and just it showed that like little 3-minute clip of the entire conversation. And it was basically just filled with Ryan Hollins saying this. This is not word for word, but this is what he said. You can go and find it. This is what his intent was. He said this. The question was, who's the biggest threat to the Golden State Warriors, the Rockets or the Lakers? First off, let me start by saying this. I'm shocked that they only put the Rockets and the Lakers. I think the biggest threats to the Golden State Warriors are the Nuggets and the Thunder. That's besides the point, though. That's just my opinion. So they brought up the Lakers and the Rockets. This is what Ryan Hollins said. The Rockets have gotten better defensively. I think they've improved a lot defensively. However, I don't think any of their wing players can guard LeBron. Their wing players are too young. I don't think they are mentally tough enough to guard LeBron James. So I think the Lakers are the biggest threat to the Golden State Warriors. And then because no one can guard LeBron, but the Warriors have the ability to throw multiple people at him and guard him. So Lakers would obviously beat the Rockets, and they'd be the biggest threat to the Golden State Warriors. Can we just stop and just think about that for just a second? I don't want to get too mad here, but this is it. Like, I woke up to this, I was just like, what? This man's on national television, and he gets away with saying that? This man said the Houston Rockets defense got better. Let me repeat that. The Houston Rockets defense got better this season. Let me just say this, everybody. The Houston Rockets defense is ranked 26th in the league. 26th. They were a top 10 defense last year. Not this year, though. Trevor Ariza and Luka Baumute, they left. So obviously it's going to weaken their defense already. But collectively as a team, they've not defended well. Their switch everything defense is not good. No one's rotating. James Harden is legit just a traffic cone out there. You could go right around him. But this man, Ryan Hollins, on First Take, national television, ESPN, thousands of people watching, just stated the Houston Rockets defense got better. And no one called him out on it. I was going insane. I was just like, you're not going to say anything that the Rockets defense is one of the worst in the league right now? You just allow this man to say this on national television. You're just going to allow that to happen. I don't blame the people on the set, because if you get Ryan Hollins mad, he's going to come at you. But someone's got to say something. And I was just like, man, I can't believe this man's on national television. One, he said the Houston Rockets defense got better. This clearly shows he doesn't watch basketball, so he shouldn't be talking about basketball. Two, he contradicted himself in a sense, because he says that the Rockets defense can't guard LeBron. Now, granted, a lot of teams can't guard LeBron, but he didn't state how the Rockets can maybe guard Kuzma, or the Rockets can shut down Josh Hart, or make sure the Rockets don't give the Lakers any second chance points. He didn't say anything of that. So I'm kind of assuming that the Rockets can't guard the Lakers in general. And then three, the Lakers are not the biggest threat to the Golden State Warriors, at least in my opinion. And now I know people are going to disagree with that, but in my opinion, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. But that's my opinion. But if anything, we know that the Lakers just having LeBron, it's not. I don't think it's like, if you really start thinking about it, I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think the Lakers are not going to get to the Western Conference Finals. That's just me though. But moving on from that, because that people actually think that the Lakers are the biggest threat. But the biggest thing, though, is that the Houston Rockets defense did not get better this season. They got much worse. That's just one thing, though. And I was going insane. I was like, wow, you cannot say that on national television. But he's Ryan Hollins. He gets to say it. That's just recently, though, okay? And there have been multiple points, though. He's been on First Take before. He's been on Sports Center before. And Ryan Hollins says all this blasphemous stuff. For example, he also said, I think 2 days ago, Ben Simmons needs to be benched in the fourth quarter, or in close games for the 76ers. I don't know if you know this, but Ryan Hollins is a big Ben Simmons hater. When they were talking about Rookie of the Year candidates, Ryan Hollins was hating on Ben Simmons. He said Ben Simmons is overrated. He is not a good NBA player. He has no jump shot whatsoever. He does not deserve to be Rookie of the Year. Now, granted, I had Donovan Mitchell for Rookie of the Year, but that's not me saying that Ben Simmons is overrated. I think Ben Simmons is a good player. I think he's a jump shot away from becoming the next LeBron James. But this man is like, no, Ben Simmons is not a good player. He's averaged more points, rebounds, and assists than you ever did in the season. I don't understand where this is coming from. Come on, Ryan. You can't say that he's a bad NBA player and overrated when you are nowhere near his level. And not to mention the fact that he won Rookie of the Year. So clearly, you're stupid, because a lot of other people thought he's a pretty good player if he won Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons is a good player. I think he's a star for the 76ers. But this man just gets away with saying that Ben Simmons is trash and he's overrated and does not deserve to be Rookie of the Year. And then now he comes out 7 months later, however long it was, saying that Ben Simmons needs to be benched in the fourth quarter. You're saying to the 76ers, don't play your best players in the fourth quarter. That's exactly what you're saying. I can't believe that. You see where I'm going here, though? Ryan Hollins says this stuff on national television, and it's stupid. And he acts like he's right. He acts like he's 100% right. And if you try to tell him he's wrong, he comes at you that you're stupid. You're the one that's messed up. You're the one that thinks that you're the one that thinks insane. You're not. You're a horrible analyst. And I'm shocked. He attacked Will Kane multiple times. Will Kane has absolutely trapped him one time, and Ryan Hollins just attacked him. There's this other minute-long clip about how Giannis Antetokounmpo. Ever heard of him? I'm pretty sure you guys have, right? But there's an entire clip of Ryan Hollins saying that Giannis is a bad player. That Giannis, while he deserves to be an MVP, like, or actually that's not what he said. He said that Giannis is a great player, but he can't put him in the MVP conversation because Giannis is not clutch. When he comes down to late game situations, he doesn't have the ball in his hands. He's just really just a pick and roller at that moment of the game. He does nothing defensively. He is not clutch at all, so he can't give him the MVP. Well, someone decided to put a humongous long clip of, so they put Ryan Hollins' voice over it. But there's just clips of Giannis making clutch shots, Giannis making good blocks, Giannis dominating the game, and not to mention the fact that, oh wait, isn't Giannis the person that leads the Bucks in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks? And yet this man is saying that Giannis is not clutch. Giannis isn't a good player. Giannis doesn't deserve to win MVP. What? Again, I'm not trying to get too upset, but this is the type of stuff that I cannot believe is being said on national television. Now, I've seen bad analysts before. For example, Colin Cowherd. He can't talk NBA basketball either because he doesn't watch it. He even admitted it. He said that he texts his sources or people that watch games like, hey, give me an update on this player. Hey, give me an update on this player. Hey, give me an update on how this team's doing. So he doesn't even watch the game. Now with Colin though, he's not as annoying. Like Colin, like I get upset with him because he ranked Ben Simmons as a top 5 NBA player, which is not true. But he at least doesn't he doesn't put words in other people's mouths all the time. Ryan Hollins does that, and that's the thing that really makes me upset with him, is that especially when like 7 months ago they were talking about that in the season, like where's LeBron gonna go, Lakers, blah blah blah, and once LeBron signed with the Lakers, blah blah blah, he was basically saying he was putting words in other people's mouths, and there was this one point saying like how with Ben Simmons, I think it was Dominique Foxworth or something like that was talking to him, and it was just saying like how you can't say that Ben Simmons is bad. I mean, look at the regular season numbers, and then Ryan Hollins brought up like, well, look at the playoffs. He isn't doing too well. And granted, Ben Simmons didn't really do too well in the playoffs, but then like Dominique Foxworth saying like, well, you can't just look at the playoffs though, and then immediately Ryan Hollins just said, oh, so playoffs don't even matter anymore. Playoffs don't even matter, and like that's where it gets to a point where it's like you're putting words in other people's mouths. Dominique Foxworth did not say that. Ryan Hollins put those words in his mouth. You can't do that in a debate. You need to allow people to finish their thought. You cannot put your own words in someone else's mouth. That is not good debating. That's just being rude. And I can't stand that he gets to do this on national television. I was going insane. I cannot believe that this man is allowed to do this to other people on national television. And not to mention the fact that Ryan Hollins is a LeBron lover. And I don't know if I mentioned this before. Maybe I did. But all Ryan Hollins does, if there's any question related to basketball, right, he has to put LeBron's name in it somehow. Just somehow. It doesn't matter how, just somehow. He has to just put his name in there because he loves LeBron. All he does is love LeBron, love LeBron, love LeBron. On the First Take, like, Instagram live video or something, like I got to see a clip of someone asked the question, so what seed do the Lakers need to be, or really the question is like, what seed do you think the Lakers will get? And Ryan Hollins never answered the question. He just said that, oh, well, here's the thing, the Lakers could be the 1 seed, obviously. I think they have a good chance to be the 1 seed. They could be the 2 seed, but it doesn't even matter because you have LeBron James. LeBron can be the 8 seed, and all LeBron has to do is make the playoffs, which he will. So no matter what, the Lakers, they can be whatever seed, but they'll be in the Western Conference Finals. LeBron will carry them there. Let me think. Lakers, would you like to face the Oklahoma City Thunder first round? Would you like to, play the Oklahoma City Thunder on their home court? Like that's such a loud arena. Those are great fans. Would you like to play them on their home court? Do you really think you'll win that game? No. Man, I think he never answered the question, 1, so that already makes me upset. But 2, he thinks that he just praises LeBron. LeBron is amazing. LeBron is awesome. LeBron can't do anything wrong. He never says anything negative. He thinks LeBron could do anything possible. And even when LeBron doesn't do whatever he said he would, he's like, oh, but his teammates weren't doing enough. His teammates suck. It wasn't on LeBron. This man has such a stupid brain. It drives me insane. So, I don't know what you got from this video. I don't, and frankly, if you disagree with me, that's okay, but I'm almost 100% guaranteeing that you won't disagree with me. If you don't know who Ryan Hollins is, go look him up. Go look up his debates. And if you at least think, like, if you at least know just a little bit about the NBA, you'll see how stupid this man is. He thinks he knows everything. He even said today that he has sources for the Clippers and he talked to Jerry West or something like that. And it's just like, why do you have sources? Granted, he played for the Clippers, so I can kind of see it, but like, he didn't play under Doc Rivers. Jerry West wasn't there when he was there. So I don't understand. He says like, oh, I talked to the front office people in the Clippers organization because they were talking about free agency, but and on First Take. So he was saying like, oh, I talked to people in the Clippers organization and how they think that they have a legitimate chance of getting Kawhi Leonard or Kevin Durant or a star free agent this offseason, and how they're building good culture and everything, and they think they're a legitimate threat to the Lakers. I'm like, well, here's the thing. We already kind of knew that, one. But two, you're saying you have sources in the Clippers organization? What? When did you become an analyst? When did you become the Woj? What? You can't say that on national television. And again, no one called him out. So, like I said, I don't know what you got from this video. All I can say, though, I really try to keep myself limited because I have a lot more to say about Ryan Hollins. But if you guys want me to make another video about him, I will, but I just want to keep this on the down low because I don't want to get too animated and I don't want a bunch of hate coming at me, if anything, but I'm almost 100% think that you guys are going to agree with me on this. If you know who Ryan Hollins is and seen him debate, you already know he's a bad debater. And this is just me just trying to tell other people this man is a horrible debater. Don't ever listen to what this man says. And especially for the people that are just, getting into the NBA now, if you're watching First Take or if you watch anything with Ryan Hollins, just know that do not listen to what this man says. Everything he says is wrong. Everything he says is wrong. And again, you're like, well, that's your opinion. You know what? It is my opinion. But go ask anybody else. Because, I'm just a YouTuber. But ask anybody else that watches NBA who's at least sane. Ask anybody else. I guarantee you they agree with what I'd be saying. That Ryan Hollins' opinions and analysis is stupid. It's horrible. He puts words on other people's mouths. He's very rude. He acts like he knows everything. Not just basketball, but every sport. He acts like he's like a humongous friend of LeBron, but like I guarantee LeBron doesn't even care about him because who would want to play with someone like him? He's such a bragger about everything, about his knowledge, and then he just praises LeBron constantly. But then if the conversation ever becomes, oh, but this player's close to LeBron, it's like, no, they're not as good as LeBron. It is nowhere near LeBron. Kawhi Leonard isn't LeBron. Giannis is not LeBron. It's always LeBron. I think this needs to be addressed, but again, though, what can I do? I just want you to know that this man is not good, is horrible. Just horrible on national television. If you follow me on Twitter at Duncan_White14, you will see me tweeting like, oh, Ryan Hollins is on First Take. If you saw my tweet today, or when this video comes out, it was Friday, I was very upset with how he just gets away with stuff on national television. So, to wrap this all up, and I've kind of already done that, if you're just starting to watch the NBA and you're listening to people on First Take or just listening to other people talk or analyze, if you ever see Ryan Hollins, do not listen to him. Horrible debater, horrible analyst. He is a horrible person to be on national television, and ESPN needs to fix this right now. They're probably not going to do anything because, I'm talking about ESPN, that's what ESPN wants, but I am shocked that ESPN even allowed this man to even come on one of their best shows. And to be honest, I would love to see Stephen A. Smith and Ryan Hollins debate because I know Stephen A. Smith would shut him down for all the blasphemous he talks. Like, Stephen A. Smith would call him out on everything because Ryan Hollins has the audacity to say all this stuff on national television. So, with that, I'm going to wrap this up. Hopefully, you now know who Ryan Hollins is and how bad of a debater he is. And hopefully I get the word out that this man needs to get off of national television. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but he needs to get off national television now. I didn't get too upset this video, so I'm kind of happy. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you leave a like on it. Make sure you comment down below if you agree with me or not on Ryan Hollins. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more NBA content. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Duncan_White14. Because you'll see me tweet more about Ryan Hollins. This is Duncan White, signing off for now.